Hello everybody and welcome back to Opening Up the Closet with Tripart. I am so grateful to always have you listening or viewing me from wherever you are. Remember, in Opening Up the Closet, all we seek to do is to have us and everybody else just sit down and rethink about what they have in their closets. The closet is what we refer to as our unconscious, our minds. What are these that we have kept in our minds that at times drag us, don't give us an opportunity to even try to get to our purpose? What are these that affected us, or we went through, or we lived when we were younger and we were growing up, and they have affected how we even run our daily activities? They have affected how we think. They have affected how we relate with other people. They have affected how we are not even, nice to ourselves. Some of these things, without knowing, are things that can push us to very high levels. They are things that can actually make us achieve our purposes that we have set. So that is what we tend to achieve in Opening Up the Closet. And anyone who wants to come and share their story, anyone who wants to come and just uplift someone else's spirit and just probably tell somebody how to move forward when they're stuck, you are so welcome to write to me. Our contacts are going to be on the screen. So thank you again very much and welcome. So today we are looking at a situation where probably most of us have taken their children or people that they are taking care of back to school or institutions. We are also looking at scenarios where there are people who have probably gone back to work, or there are people who are probably on their way back to work, and there are people who probably have been working this entire season, and so they are just probably readjusting into the new year. So what am I trying to say? I know everybody probably has their goals written down. Everybody has made, resolutions for this new year. For me, I make resolutions anytime I think I want to start over. Anytime I feel like beginning again. That is when I make my resolution. It doesn't matter whether it's the beginning of the year. It doesn't matter whether it's a mid-year. It doesn't matter whether it is the second month of the year. But every time I feel like I am getting stuck at my goal, then I sit down and I try to, go through it again and find out how can I make amends? How can I, how am I moving? Am I doing the right thing? And if I feel that it's not working for me, I just begin again. In our last episode, when I was here with one of our guests, we talked about beginning again, starting over. Do not bother, do not worry what time it is, at what age you are. Just when you realize that you are stuck, when you realize that there is a wall before you, a brick wall, and if you go to my videos, you're gonna look at one of the videos I talked about brick walls. How do we negotiate brick walls? Do we give up, or do we smash them and go through them, or do we go around them? So find out how you want to achieve your goals. You set some last year and the other year and any other time. Did you achieve any of them? And if you didn't, what are you trying to do different so that you achieve them? Remember, it's you who knows your purpose. You cannot share your purpose with anybody, and nobody will ever understand what your purpose is. If you really want to achieve this, then you have to be true to yourself. You have to always just go back to the drawing board and find out, am I on the right foot? Am I on the right journey? Am I doing this the right way? And nobody holds that pen for you. Just hold it, just write it, just rewrite it until you get it right for yourself. So today, basically, I wanted to also come and just reach out to everybody else who has gone back either to work, everybody who's come back from holidays, and I want to tell you to be kind to each other around you, whether it's your workplace, whether it is an institution, whether it is your school, because not everybody might have had a good rest. Not everybody around you might have had a good holiday. And why am I speaking like this? Probably somebody next to you might have gone through a loss. Any loss. It could be a funeral, it could be loss of jobs, it could be loss of property, it could be loss of loved ones in relationships, it could be separation, it could be anything. Some of them or some of us would have gone through situations where, we had things we did not just believe that were happening. Some of us did not even make it to their destination. Some did not even see their loved ones. So do not assume where you are that everybody had a good rest, everybody had a good holiday. There is something called emotional intelligence. This is something that we should seek to all have. Knowing what to say, where, at the right time, at the right place. How do you do that? That is going to be a whole other session that we are going to take time and talk about it. But for today, I am only asking that as we go back to our places of work, as we go back to our institutions, as we meet people that we have not seen probably in a few days or a few weeks, try and find out how someone is doing. Try and find out if they need someone to talk to. Try and find out, their general well-being. Mental health controls everything that we do around us. Someone might be as good in their job as nobody else, but when their mind is not relaxed or settled, then they are not going to be able to be good in other sectors of life. Remember, in life we just don't have one sector. For example, your job, there could be social factors, there could be so many other factors that affect how we live or how we stay with people around us, or just how to be good to ourselves. My parting shot today is to just let everybody be responsible for their mental wellness. Remember, nobody is in charge of this one for you. You have to find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Just find out what circumstances, what situations, who you need around you, so that you are able to be mentally well. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and see you in our next episode. Asante sana.